Um, how do we do it? Okay, I can't remember how to do it. Oh no, not that way. I'm fine, Shine. I'm okay, thanks. I'm trying to get wait for Beatrice because I don't know how to. It's not working. Try again. No. Oh my God. Go live. Oh, here we go. Where's... Oh, she's not here yet. Sorry, guys. Shouldn't be a second. Just still waiting. Oh, ES Dubai's there as well. Okay, I'm just waiting for my friend to come. We're having a bit of trouble. Oh, hi. Hi, everybody. Oh my God. Let me... Okay, I think she's got locked out. Oh, okay, I'll try again. Just waiting for my friend. My day was okay, thanks. Yeah, busy as usual. Crazy busy. Okay, just waiting for my friend. I think she's having problems getting in. The live. Oh, okay, let's try again. Thank you. Right, hopefully she can get in now. She's just trying that. Oh,
Yes,
hi! Oh my
we know.
God. I hate that. It's just like you never know if it's going to work, do you?
Yeah, no, but you're managing it really well.
Am I?
Yes. It always starts like I remember last time, it starts with, oh my God, what's gonna happen? And then you are just on.
Yeah, then it's just on. But how are you anyway? A few people were asking what the live is about, and
Yeah. It
basically, well, I just didn't. I think most people know me, but maybe they don't know you. So yeah, I'm Jasmine, the co-active life coach. And do you want to introduce yourself? I don't know if they...
Yes. So um, I would like to introduce myself, and I would also like to tell you how privileged I am because I was there at the birth of this idea. So I'm Beatrix. I studied together with Jasmine, and we are both co-active coaches. I am a visionary leadership and communication coach. That's my focus. And Jasmine had this fantastic idea for a long time, maybe 2 months, about being a leader or a follower. And then we had brainstorming, we had discussions around it, and it was still waiting to be born. And then Instagram Live kind of just lended itself to the birth of the baby. So now it's on, and I think I'm the second one, joining this call. So thank you for having me.
No, 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 it's amazing. No, I'm so glad that I mean you helped me come up. I think when were we brainstorming or something? I don't know. I remember when we had the first meeting, didn't we, a couple of months ago?
Yeah, so that was
Yeah.
it. The first meeting, when it was me, you, and Claudia Tendai, we were talking for a long time, discussing a potential podcast, which I think still might be happening later on. But
Yes,
I'm just
love
really
to do
happy that
that.
this project got started. It's
I would
great.
love to do that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I'm just like fascinated with people like are they leading their own life? Are they following other people? And what makes a leader? What makes a follower? And sometimes we're both, aren't we? Like it's funny because last week I was actually feeling, oh, like I'm a leader. I feel like I make my own decisions. I do my own things. And then this week, I'm feeling, I don't know, I'm not feeling like a leader. So then I was thinking, maybe it depends on your mood as well, if you're leading or following. That's what I thought today, because I was like, sometimes I don't want to lead, I just want to follow and not think. That's
Yeah,
how I'm feeling today. My mood has completely
yeah,
changed.
yeah.
Um,
Because, it's interesting you are saying that. There are some areas where we tend to be followers more, and some ideas and some areas in our life where we are more of leaders, you know. So that's a good point, and that's an interesting point. So when you say that you are a follower, there might be some areas, for example, for me, that would be some techniques, some ideas that people have, and I think I can also use them in my life, or I can also try it out. Then I would probably follow it. I would also like maybe copy it, that, okay, let me try it and let me see how it works for me. And many other areas, I just feel so strongly that I don't want to follow others. I just want to create my own way for this and my own choice about this, make up my own mind about it. So, but yeah, that's a good point as well. If it's changing on the mood, I don't know. Maybe it is a little bit about you. Maybe sometimes you feel like you would like to rely on some other things, some other people.
I think that's it. I think that's it. Like,
Yeah.
it's great to be independent and to do things by yourself, but sometimes, yeah, it'd be nice to lean on somebody else as well,
Yeah.
you know. So I don't know if
Yeah.
that's actually following or just co-leading with somebody,
Yeah. Yeah.
doing it together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel today. I just feel
Yeah, and
like,
actually, you are absolutely right, because I think there needs to be a balance as well. You cannot be a great leader if you are not a good follower. So you have to
yeah.
be a good follower as well to become a great leader, and you have to be able to obey to instructions, to
Do you
follow,
think really?
you know, I won't say orders, but something like to be able to agree with things that are not coming from you. And, you know, in that sense, I think every great leader has to be a great follower as well.
Yeah, so I guess it's like listening and speaking, kind of.
Yeah.
To be a great speaker, you need to be a great listener.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You need to have both.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Do you think you're more of a leader or more of a follower, or do you think it's equal balance?
I I love thinking about myself as both. I like being uh, mm, I don't mind if somebody else is leading, and I'm happy just to follow. If I believe in that person, and if I believe in what they are communicating and their beliefs and in their vision. But I'm
Mm.
also somebody who, you know, I have my own vision about who I want to become and where I'm heading. And in that sense, uh, I cannot really relate to the big names, you know, out there. I feel them very distant as,
Yeah.
you know, leaders. So I don't mind reading about them, you know, watching a few videos, you
Big
know,
names.
with them.
What do you
But,
like who? Sorry, like who?
you know,
Like
like,
you mean like leaders of countries and things?
yeah,
Yeah.
coaches and thought
Oh,
leaders.
right.
Uh,
Okay. Yeah. Oh, a question here. I don't really understand the question. Usually, do you have a daily plan? Um, do you mean like a routine or something?
um,
Sorry, I'm not sure. Um,
yeah, I think I just had a poor connection. So what were the names you were saying?
oh no, no. I was just reading this question. I don't know if you can see the question. It says,
Yeah.
do you have a daily plan? And I
Yeah.
wasn't sure what they mean by. Do you mean like a time, like a routine?
I won't say a routine. I would more say, yes, some part of it is a routine, yes. But overall, the daily plan, I like designing it every day, you know. So let's see what I'm setting my mind to that day. And then I will just adjust the daily plan, you know. So the daily plan would be something that I design and redesign and, you know,
Yeah.
create or co-create. If it's not only my, you know, but I'm aligning my daily plan with somebody else, then it's kind of co-creating what is important that day and what do we want to spend more time with. And the same for myself. So what is important that day, and what do I want to choose? What do I want to leave out? What do I
Wow.
want to have more of? So,
Do you do
you
that
know,
every day? Every
well,
morning?
being really flexible about it, you know. But yeah, I do have in the morning, for example, I do write things I want to do today. And sometimes I finish all of them, sometimes I don't, but it gives me a kind of like clarity around what I want to do that day. So, and it's nice to look back at it as well. It's just like
And
bullet points, you know, a couple of points
yeah.
that these are the things I would love to do.
And to be able to
Yeah.
measure what you're doing, like you need some kind of direction, don't you, in the day?
Yeah, yeah. And it's a reference, more like a reference point. So some of them would be work related, some of them would be related like just, you know, go for a run, do the stairs, do some yoga,
So the stairs.
remember to do this, you know, or, you know, and some of those would be for the other time, just, you know, getting some, just connecting with people, just to have something for fun, you know.
How are you finding like your routine and everything and your decision making during this time? Like when we're kind of at home a lot.
Yeah.
Like changing, are your thoughts changing, your habits, routines?
Yeah.
Like is it
Actually, you
changing?
know, yeah, that's a great questions, I think. And oh, we have some more questions as well. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think yeah, it it does change, and how, you know, during this time
Hard.
it it is a difficult question, and there are some decisions that need to be made. But as long as there is an intention to make a decision, I think that's fine. And
Really?
yeah,
Really?
sometimes I'm
Yeah.
between two minds, but you know.
Yeah. And the question that we had from oh my God, I can't remember. What qualities does a leader have? I think was the question.
Mm. If you would ask me, and I'm also curious if you answered this question already or you would like to answer, I would definitely say vision first and integrity second and authenticity third.
Oh wow, so vision is first. Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
you do need vision, don't you? If you don't know where
Yeah.
you're going, then yeah, how
Yeah.
can you lead?
Yeah. How can you lead anyone? And how can you convince anyone to kind of follow you? And also, it's about leading yourself. So, do you have clarity in your life where you are heading? Because if not, then is it really convincing, you know,
But
how you
then,
are?
but then, do you think you always need to see the whole like path ahead?
No, no. And, you
No.
know, having a vision, it doesn't always mean that you have like walking on a sunny weather and in a sunny, you know, daylight and it's everything is bright and crystal clear. Sometimes it's the vision and the clarity comes from within, that you have a gut feeling that it's going to be better. So after this time, when we are after the COVID-19, things are going to change and they are going to change for the better. You know, many new things are going to be tried out and tested, and they are going to introduce new ideas, new concepts, and
Yeah.
it's going to be a different way of connecting and living, and there is something exciting about that.
Being forced, I guess like we were forced to kind of, we've been forced to change or forced to think of new things.
Yeah.
I don't feel forced, but I think some people might feel that they've been forced
Yeah.
to
You know,
change.
it also happens. Yeah, not only this time, but there are some other times when we also feel that we are forced to do something and there is no other choice. And actually, we always have a choice, and just remembering them is so powerful that you are never forced to do something. It's
Wow.
coming
Sometimes I feel
from your
like
own
that.
activity, right?
Yeah. Sometimes I really feel like that, you know, when, yeah, you feel like you're forced to do something and there's no choice. But you're right, actually. We always do have a choice, don't we?
Yeah. And also, when you think that you're forced, then probably you are stuck in the perspective, you
Oh,
know?
yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
What's this question? What changed in your life during the quarantine? And do you think we
Mm.
will still be in this situation for a long time? I have no idea. I don't know. What do you think, Beatrice?
So, what did change in my life? I think what changed is that
Oh, sorry, I
I'm
misunderstood the question. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, carry on. Sorry, I interrupted you. Yeah, I
Yeah.
misread it, but yeah.
Okay. So what changed? I think what changed is that I have to face my own weaknesses, and
Really?
I, yeah, I am like I do feel that I'm fully stretched and kind of coming face to face with, you know, who I am at my best and who I am not at my worst, but in those days when it's really trying and challenging. So it does
Wow,
really bring me to a challenging, you know, not comfortable zone. So it's definitely not a comfort zone. And
that's
yeah,
good.
this is trying. And this is how I find, for example, redesigning and rethinking and reflecting on the day is really powerful because it helps me see myself, where I am on this journey and where I am heading. Where was I yesterday? Where I am today? And where am I going?
So do you feel in this situation you've got more clarity then? You've gained
Yeah,
more clarity
yeah. And insights, clarity, insights, and a deeper understanding.
of yourself.
And it is challenging. I won't say it's easy either. And how long it's going to last? Um, I think this is for me, it's not much as much of a question. Well, it is a question, and you know, it's good to have like a certain time. For example, my belief is that July, beginning of July, things are going to change slowly. You know, we are going to get into some more active life. But what is also important, how are we today? You know, because if we spend too much time about thinking how long it's going to last, we might be
Oh,
missing out on the present moment.
you're right, you're right. And the time's going, like our life is going anyway, isn't it? So we need
Mm,
to make it count, make
yeah,
it valuable. Yeah, it's so easy. Yeah, because otherwise you can just live in the future. You're living in the future then if you're just thinking about July, aren't you?
yeah,
Yeah, we need to think
yeah.
about now. But when you said you're like coming, you're facing yourself and everything, how do you, and you said it was uncomfortable, how do you manage that then? How are you managing those? Do you have like different feelings coming up and things like that?
Sorry, I
Uncomfortable
think I
feelings?
missed your question.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
How are you
Well,
managing feeling uncomfortable? Like how, like you said, you're writing things down, so that helps. How else do you like deal with it?
how am I being comfortable? I think this is the part that I got. Uh,
How are you dealing with the uncomfort?
oh, how am I dealing with the uncomfort? Um,
Yeah.
I think accepting it, no judging, just accepting that this is how it is right now, and and noticing it, noticing that I feel tired, noticing if I feel exhausted, noticing if I'm feeling more stressed than usual, or what's going on in my
Okay.
body. So constantly checking, you know, the connection um, with like how is the body feeling, how am I feeling, and just noticing and really being in the present without judgment, accepting it.
Being nice to yourself then. Yeah, 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 yeah. And you realize, yeah, I guess you have to be. If you're not nice to yourself now, then I mean, there's no sort of, you have to be nice to yourself. That's what I've realized in this time. It's like you've got to be your own best friend, you know. I guess you're with
Yeah,
yourself all the time. Has anyone got any other questions about being a leader or a
yeah,
follower or any other comments?
yeah.
Because it's just a quick one today. I don't know how long we've been on live yet. Do you? I
Yeah,
have no
it's
idea.
great questions you are having, and I think it's always good to think and rethink this concept of follower and leader And how are we showing up as leaders? How are we showing up as followers? And are we more followers in a herd spirit? You know, are we really leading our life full resonance with who we are? So, yeah.
Yeah.
Self-esteem. Yeah.
Self-esteem. Yeah. I don't know if you've got any comments about that one, Beatrix.
Well, self-esteem is important to know who you are. And it's important
Actually,
to
yeah.
know that, you know, acknowledge yourself for who you are being. And also accept that if you are good at something, accepting it, that this is true. Like,
Wow.
you know,
Yeah.
I think that's something very often missing, and we are waiting for this acknowledgement coming from others. Whereas we can also kind of produce it and say it that I'm good, I'm understanding, I'm kind, and I'm creative. And today
Oh,
I'm weak, or you know, that's also, or I'm not interested, or you know what, like various things are going on, but it's important to point out our strengths and what we are good at, and acknowledge ourselves for that, because very often we tend to go down the judgment way and just start judging ourselves. Why haven't I done it before? Why didn't I say that? Why am I such a loser? You know, why am I
yeah. I'm
missing every
stupid.
single
Yeah.
opportunity? Why am I so stupid? Why am I
Mm.
not making it work like everybody else? And this is when, you know, we just need to notice that it's coming from a place of self-judgment. And when we notice it, it's very easy to change. And it's very easy to change it and turn it around and say, well, actually, I'm really happy that I showed up for myself today. I'm happy that I had this conversation
Wow.
that's
Yeah.
difficult, right? Or
Yeah.
I was brave
Yeah.
enough to ask that question.
It's the why questions. Yeah. That's what I've
Yeah,
learned, not to ask the why questions.
yeah, yeah.
You know, judge yourself. Sorry, Donna, I missed that question. Did you see the question, Beatrix?
Yeah,
Donna wrote a
being
question.
followers, people says that it's when you are not confident. What do you think about it? Well, we mentioned it briefly, but it's not necessarily about lacking confidence. Being a follower can also mean that you trust somebody that you are ready to follow,
Oh,
and you don't have
wow.
to wait for that. But yes, what very often happens is that we just, um, you know, kind of trust people and go with the flow, go with the crowd. And this is what I cannot relate to as much.
I think,
Yeah,
yeah, I find that hard as well.
yeah,
Maybe sometimes it's nice to give other people the responsibility. Like that's how I felt today. It's like, oh, I
yeah,
just want to follow somebody, you know. I don't want to think anymore.
yeah,
But that's only when I'm tired and I'm not in a good state. When I'm
yeah,
myself, I want to lead and I want to, you know, do what I want to do.
yeah,
And then I don't care about what other people are doing, you know.
yeah. And
I
it's
guess,
good.
yeah,
It's, think about it. It's a nice, healthy balance, like a flow. And you can go more into the followership and you can go more into the leadership. So you can, it's not only black and white, but there are so many colors in between. So to some extent, you can be a follower and at the same time be a strong leader, you know. And if you look at all the dimensions and all the areas of your life, or even if you look at the relationships you are having, in some relationships you might be a leader, in some others you might be a follower. So it's really nice harmony in between the two. Just realizing it, that you know when is happening and which is happening when. That's
yeah.
where it is, I think.
And I guess it's good to, yeah, it's good to take both roles. Yeah. They can serve you at different times, I guess. I guess.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
it is interesting. It is interesting. But
yeah,
yeah, and be courageous, I guess. Like, well, I can't remember if we mentioned that this time or last time. Sometimes, yeah, you need to be courageous to be a leader. Sorry, yeah, I was just thinking that
yeah.
out
And this
loud.
is something related to what we got, this comment. I'm a very shy person. How can I overcome this problem? That courage sometimes can come from you acknowledging yourself. So when you are being shy, you are also being open about this. And that's a huge power in that. when you are maybe not going forward, maybe you are noticing and observing something that those people who are busy going forward, they don't. So
Oh,
there is a
wow.
huge value, isn't it, to be a shy person, to be an introvert. It's just looking at it
Love.
different
Yeah.
perspective, right? So if you always think that this is not a good thing and you always start blaming yourself, then definitely it's not going to work. But if you say, well, something is good about this, then things start to shift.
Yeah, it's all about being kind to yourself. And they say, don't they? I think I was reading something today or yesterday that criticizing yourself never gets you anywhere. Like
Yeah,
I used to always think if I criticize myself, then I'm going to get better at something. I will improve. But actually, it's the opposite, isn't it? Criticism does not help at all.
yeah,
You know, you just
yeah,
have to be kind to yourself, and then you
yeah,
naturally, I don't know, improve that way. But yeah, putting
yeah.
yourself down, blaming yourself. But I think we're taught that that's good for
This
us.
is what I'm about to say, that this is such an ancient something that we are bringing, I think, from generations living before us, you know, that we are still living it, that in order for me to achieve more, I need to be kicked in the ass, you know, which is not true.
Yeah.
Or in order for me to
Yeah.
achieve more, I just need to beat myself up that, come on, why didn't you study 5 hours? Why didn't you work harder? Why didn't you achieve more? And this is something that is not really helping us. Instead, if we just practice a little bit of self-love, empathy, we just
Acceptance.
start
Yeah.
loving ourselves first, then we truly start loving others as well. And that's going to help us immensely. So that's such a growth in there that we often don't notice because we are so busy in, you know, criticizing ourselves and
Mm.
others and doubting ourselves and doubting others and blaming ourselves and blaming others. And the
Oh, it
list
just goes
goes,
on and on. It goes on and on.
yeah, it does.
But no, no, you're right. You're right. Are there any more questions or comments? Because I think have we? I don't know what the time is, Beatrix, but because I
Yeah.
can't see because it's on my phone. But I think we've been on for
All
quite.
right. So there are, it was a lovely conversation again. I really love
Yes, you
connecting
do.
with you,
I love.
Jasmine. Sometimes it does feel that I start the sentence and you finish it off. And that's really interesting. I noticed this twice now in this conversation that when I
Really,
start
really.
the finish of the sentence. So yeah, and it's a very interesting conversation. I'm definitely going to tune in next time when you are discussing the leader and the follower. It's a great
No,
topic.
no,
And I told you
no, thank
already
you
that
so much. No, thank
I
you
just
so
want,
much, Beatrix.
oh,
Yeah.
oh, go on. You first. Go on.
No, no, no. Thank you so much. And what I love about it is, well, it's well, every time I talk to you, it's a whole another conversation anyway. We always talk about such
Yeah.
different things, and I love speaking to you. And yeah, I know. I really appreciate you and your opinions and everything. And yeah, and it was funny because like with Mac, the conversation went a completely different way. So it
Yeah.
depends on the mood, who you're talking to. You never
Yeah.
know how it will end up. But
But
yeah, a few people have
but
joined, but no, yeah.
yeah, and what is great about you, and I think I already told you that, so you will not be surprised that you can really like be so flexible in facilitating conversations. So you are ready to go with the flow wherever it's going. You are just following there, and it's so great because I think that's a huge. That's a very good skill you are having. That you don't really
Oh,
insist. This is what we need to explore here, but you just kind of go with the flow. So this conversation can take you anywhere and give you so deep and nice insights because you are flexible and to go and explore and discover new perspectives. So well done for
oh,
that.
oh no, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That means so much. Oh my God, we've got another question. I think this is what you were saying. No, it's not a question, it's a comment.
Yeah,
Sometimes, oh, he's saying that Mel Robbins
yeah,
said you do need to kick yourself in the
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
but
Well, you know, that's what he
yeah,
says. It's fine. I'm fine saying
exactly.
something different,
Yeah.
and you decide for yourself what you want. So yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
this is just like thought provoking, and this is absolutely biased. this is what we think about the topic, and you're welcome to think different ways. And this is a good platform where you can just message, you can just ask questions.